Live from the studio. Local news for new locals. I got a big treat for you guys today. Instead of my sloppy finger banging on my cheap guitar, I got a sensational young man here today by the name of Andrew Russell. To do a little intro for you, I hope you like it. I'm going to be hitting the paper up it. Hit him with a little 10 seconds. All right, good. Well, welcome to Local News. I'm Sam. I'll be reading the March 29, 2023 edition of the Chieftain. I've got I don't know if anything's, it's a boring one. But anyway, I hope you guys are all out there, got your coffee. This goes out to the new local, walking around this cold, winterish morning, wondering if she should go to the Women's of Music at Fish Trap tonight. I think she should.
Open mic tonight.
Also, you might be the lost local, wishing you were back at TG for a round of open mic, hosted by yours truly, Andrew.
Yep.
6 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
I might actually go to that then.
Yeah.
Because I want to do both. I want to get the local babes, and I want to put a little Los Paisanitos magic out there.
Yeah, man, 6 o'clock.
Okay. And finally, if you are one of those sorry, sad, late night Safeway checkout clerks, and all you want to do is go home without slipping your ass on that ice out in the parking lot, if that's your only wish, this is your podcast too. I hope you got a nice little cup of coffee. I got the paper. Blah, 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 blah. Hit him with a little tune, Andrew, for my transition. Fuck yeah. Oh, I do have to remind myself and the crowd, I got what's the word? A silent investor. Well, you know how these things go. They're not always silent.
Yeah, but
and
you have an investor in this?
I have a silent investor that decided they weren't as silent as they thought they were. And they told me that for my next round of episodes, they want less bashing of local businesses and mean-spirited talk, and they also want less cussing.
Wait, who is this?
That's a silent investor. I don't want to tell you. But, here's another thing. I wouldn't have taken it that seriously, but I did get an email from an anonymous person that also said the same thing. Said it was disgusting and vulgar. Anyway, this show is brought to you by Joe's Hottie Shop across the street from the Stubborn Mule. Just ask Joe. They're old, they're ugly, but if you tip them, they'll take their clothes off. Joe's Hottie Shop. Just ask Joe, located behind Joseph Hardware. All right, yeah, come on back. I'll get on the paper. All right, front page. Seeking the right track. Railroad advocates search for ways to ensure sustainability. Oh, this is that second part of the what's it called? The paper. The paper had the trains. Anyway, front page picture is a Wallowa Union Railroad car sits unused in Elgin on Sunday, February 19, 2023, during the Eagle Cap excursion trains off season. Some railroad advocates believe hiring a general manager could help increase funding the operation. They're going to be hiring a general manager. That sounds fun. Where's it? Andrew, who do you think would be the best general manager for this thing?
Hold on a second.
He's in the restroom. Anyway, so I'll pop off a quick one. Best general manager for the train show, Eagle Cap excursions. I don't know. Who would I want? Let's get Greg Hinnis on it, dude. He's a productive young man. He's got plenty of energy, and he's settled down since he had his kid. With a beautiful new wife, I think. Anyway, let's see. Any big notes? I got an editor's note here. This is the second in a two-part series looking at the future of the Wallowa Union Railroad Eagle Caps excursion train. Anyway, Again, I didn't even want to read the first part of this article, and now I'm really lost with it. And since Andrew is currently pissing his chance to give me an opinion on who should be in charge away, I'm going to move on to Wallowa County Voices. This week is Gail Hugh Enterprise. Her advice, build more apartments. Gail Hugh has lived in Enterprise for a little over 5 years, it looks like, but has moved her business to Joseph. Her husband, Robert, works in information technology at Wallowa Memorial. He's an IT guy at the hospital. For fun, he works on the ambulance, just for fun. Gail owns Sunrise Art Studio, which she moved to Joseph. Oh, I should go check that out. It's a place where you can go and have some activity, she said. I teach art parties and hold birthday parties there. People can just come in during studio times and sit down and do something. They don't even have to buy anything from me. If they just want to come in and sit down and visit, they can do that. You know what? That's nice. She said her favorite thing about Wallowa County is probably the beauty of it. You know, that is true. It is beautiful. As you can tell from the fantastic photographer work on this channel. It's a secret skill, guys. I don't want to tell you how hard it is to go find these shots, but I go and do it for you. Anyway, although she lives in Enterprise, as a Joseph business owner, she's aware the city council is considering improving law enforcement in town by either contracting with the county, setting up a city police force, or doing nothing. I don't think they need extra cops up in Joseph. What do you think?
What's going on?
Do you think they need more cops up in Joseph? Do they need their own? They don't need that shit.
No, dude, we don't need any cops, man.
We got enough cops.
I'm not kidding. There are more cops. Dude, I live next to the police station in the Grand, and I see less cops.
Oh, really?
I literally live 2 blocks from the police station.
I'll tell you what. I wonder who they get to. What dipshit barely graduate. Remember we saw, what was his name? Kai Noah? He's a cop now.
Yeah, I see it. It's been
Kai
a while.
Noah, yeah.
He was a cop in the Grand for a while. I don't know if he still is, though. I haven't seen him.
That's disheartening. Anyway. I definitely don't think they should do nothing, she said. This is
Who's this?
Gail Hugh on Wallowa County Voices.
Oh.
Her advice is build more apartments. Anyway, back to it. I definitely don't think they should do nothing, she said, adding that having a single sheriff's deputy assigned to Joseph might be the simplest and most... Who do you think would be a good sheriff of Joseph?
I think it should be random, dude.
I'll run for it. You think I could be sheriff? We were just talking about this, guys. I was of the opinion that if I became a cop,
I think you could.
I'd probably become a corrupt cop. The power is too tempting.
Who would... Oh, dude, you know Jeff Parker died.
Oh, when was that? Well, there's our sheriff. Yeah. Damn! This is what happens.
Yeah,
there's a void in this.
He was acting sheriff there for a while.
Jeff Parker, acting sheriff, and I don't know.
End of an era, man.
End of an era, man. Jeff Parker. When did that happen? Do you know? I didn't see it in the paper.
That was a few months ago, I think.
Oh, really? I must have missed it. Anyway, he was the sheriff. Okay, so who's the new sheriff? Probably David. David should have to be sheriff. David Wenger.
Dave?
Yes.
Yeah.
As punishment
I don't know.
for his life of crime and sin.
Honestly, man, I think Jordan would be a good sheriff.
Jordan would be a great sheriff. I think he'd let it burn him out, though. He know who should be sheriff? Lindsey Briggs. Texas motherfucking Lindsey Briggs. That's my vote. Let's see. If you know Lindsey Briggs, the beautiful, talented Lindsey Briggs, get her to contact me, and we're going to see if we can get her to run for sheriff of Joseph. I think she can do it.
Why doesn't Joseph have a sheriff, actually?
That's a good point. Oh, we need to ask that question. And I think they're trying to. They've done it the last few meetings. But anyway, I always got to get to the advice from these new locals or lost locals or local locals. When it comes to people thinking about moving here, her advice is be prepared to live in a tent. Because the housing shortage.
Yeah.
She had to be prepared for snow 9 months out of the year, too. Those are good points. What else do you need to be prepared for this county, Andrew?
Just a lot of lonely nights, man.
You get used to them. You do.
You've got to move here with someone.
Well, and I hate to say it.
Because you're not going to find someone here.
If you know Jesus, you're never alone.
Yeah.
Amen. So anyway, I got Andrew over here in the new podcast spot. It's a good studio, huh?
Yeah, it's nice, man.
It's not that bad.
That's good.
Anyway, we got one more front pager. Leaders pitch housing bill to lawmakers. Bill draws support from county, but funding question looms. Construction continues on homes in Northeast Bend. A shortage of affordable housing is a big issue in Wallowa County, but a bill before Oregon legislature would help create a new board to tackle the issue. I don't know. It sounds to me like they're still probably just going to end up a bunch of Airbnbs.
Yeah. No, that sounds like they're just kicking the can down the road.
Yeah, they're kicking the can. Anyway, this was written by Bill Bradshaw. He writes everything. Bad Billy. I don't know. Do you think this is even fun enough to continue with? This is a boring article. Mixed reactions were the order of the day Thursday, March 23rd, after proponents of a bill would create a Wallowa County board to work on workforce housing and development testified in Salem before legislative committee. Huh.
Yeah, workforce housing. Yeah, but who's workforce though? Like who's?
I think there's two workforces we need to take care of, first of all. The tourist industry is dying because they can't find help. I think one of the cool things that me and you need to talk about eventually is getting a seasonal workers union started. And if you're out there and you want to take a shot at me, you want to come in here and bust me, that's bad karma. You got to watch out, man. I got a bad sense of karma.
Oh, wait a second. Didn't Greg? Didn't he try to get something like that going?
Greg Hinnis?
Yeah, like a workforce housing up the lake.
I don't know. He might have tried to get that, but he did a thing at the. That's why a big warning to all the newcomers that want to come to this town. If you show up to town and you're too successful, you're too charming, you're too good looking, and you're too productive. He's making a face. He doesn't like that. I advocate for Greg Hinnis.
No, I do too, man. I think a lot of people were just jealous of him.
Jealous of him. But anyway, he decided to try to get a little workforce housing, quote unquote, done up under the moraine. And what proceeded was a Zoom call conference, ass whooping that I haven't seen of a county the Joseph County, what's it called? The meetings, the town meetings. They had a town hall about this. And I think Greg thought he was showing up to a nice little sit down, let's talk about the ordinances, what he needs to bring. He had ponytails. He had braided ponytails. Mm-hmm. And he proceeded to get his ass chewed by like 45 ranchers. Yeah. I mean, it was a good like 6 or 7 ranchers showed up and talked shit to him right to his face.
Yeah, and I really, they're just talking shit to him. Mm-hmm. Because let's be honest, dude, every single one of those motherfuckers would do the same thing.
If they had the capital.
They want to do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, and you're right.
They just don't like that he's doing it.
And I remember because there was people that went there just to see if they could get a shot at Greg on an open mic. And then there were people like me that I ended up sitting there with Caroline and Jordan, a couple of my friends, and I wanted to play fucking Zelda.
Yeah.
And these two sat down, loaded a bowl.
Who did that?
Caroline and Jordan.
Yeah.
They got on this Zoom call conference at the town meeting, and I had to listen to these two fucking hyenas cackle at the ass chewing Greg got, which I eventually saw a video of, and he was visibly embarrassed. Visibly,
He probably should. I mean, I'm not saying he probably should have gotten his ass chewed, but
he's been an asshole a few times.
I just don't see these people who are chewing his ass as being that different.
Except for the fact that they don't have the capital or work ethic to get it done. But that is funny. It is funny how many people show up to this town and they love Greg. If you don't know, Greg is he was the owner of what's it called? What's that building called?
Oh.
I think he owned the building when Greg Gold Room was in.
Yeah, the Gold Room building.
Yeah. And he rubbed people the wrong way the whole time he's been here. Anyway, I guess we should move on.
Yeah.
We're going on. Oh, moving on means you get to play another piece on the guitar, sir.
Yeah.
Give him a little 10-second taste of the finger taste.
I'll pull that. Oh, and I got it right.
That guitar takes a little touch, doesn't it? He's playing my Vizcaya, which is the cheapest guitar you can find on Amazon. I bought 2 of them. Anyway, local news for new locals would like to give a sponsor shout out to Horny's Corn Dogs. Come on down and see the sheriff of Hornytown. Horny's Corn Dogs, remember, sexy bitches love corn
Is that
dogs.
real? I heard you say that. What is that?
That's one of my sponsors.
Nice. Is that a real sponsor? Really? Horny's Corn Dogs?
Horny's Corn Dogs. You know where that idea came from?
No.
I really do want... I met a young man named Nicky Briggs one day, and he made me corn dogs. And he said, Sam, you can't have this corn dog recipe. I'm going to show you it, but you can't use it. And I was like, well, we need to get you a corn dog place in so I can have these more often, because these are fantastic corn dogs. Mm-hmm. And we spitballed an idea right then and there. 50-50 Horny's Corn Dogs. Intellectual property of Nicky and Sam. And I rattled off a few things, a few ideas.
Pretty well, man.
I think he'd do fantastic, especially if he had some French fries too. Anyway, but no, that's one of my sponsors. Moving on through the paper. Let's see who's in the record. For the record, Stephen William King again. 42 was arrested Monday after a traffic stop by Enterprise Police Department on 2 charges under felony warrant for unlawful use of a weapon, 2 counts of menacing, and 2 counts of pointing a firearm at another person. Subject was posted bail and released. Let's see if we got any tasty ones. We did. Crystal Dawn Jenkins, 44, was arrested on charges of contempt of court. Enterprise Police Department transferred Jenkins to Umatilla.
That's pretty harsh, man.
She's been on there a few times.
What did she do?
I think she's one of these people that once you get a DUI, remember this, if you're new local in this town.
You know why she got a DUI? Because she's got a fucking mouth on her. That's it, though.
That's she does have a mouth. But here's the thing. Once you're on the radar, and they know you're riding even a little dirty, gotcha. Anyway, Christine Renee Esquivel, 60, of LeGrand, was arrested on charges of criminal conspiracy of a felony. Robert Allen Esquivel, 68, of LeGrand, was arrested on charges of criminal conspiracy of a felony. Oh, we got a little Bonnie and Clyde, buddy.
Esquivel.
Esquivel with a V.
Oh, that's weird.
Yes. He was attempting the delivery of controlled substance, methadone, within 1,000 feet of a... We got a report of a dog running loose in rural Austin. 2 dogs, both to be Labrador retrievers. One pale gold and the other brindle.
People need to fight their dogs, man.
I
don't know what the hell.
I've got a few articles on that going. In fact, it's a topic that'll get you some burn if you're not ready for it.
There's this guy that lives like 2 blocks from us. He lets his Rottweiler, fucking Rottweiler, dude, just run around, and it's mean. It's not a friendly dog.
No,
it's really mean. It's a mean dog.
No, you have to balls up and show this dog that you ain't playing.
I don't know what the hell people are thinking, dude.
I have a dog sock actually. If you little trick to the local, get a dog or get a sock, 2 socks even. And put them together so they're like kind of inside each other, one side of the other, and then tie a knot in it after you throw a big handful of quarters at the bottom. Yeah. And you got yourself a little blackjack for any freak-faced dog. Yeah, anyway, good story. Saturday, Mike's Garage responded and assisted to motorists in rural Joseph. Towed vehicle out of deep snow. Thank you, Mike.
Nice. Yeah, Mike's a good guy.
Mike's the man. All right. What is happening Friday? We got open mic, women's word and music, 7 to 9. Fish trap. Nice. Is anybody else coming to open mic?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've invited people, but nobody's really responded.
All right. Out of the past. Attendees at dinner sponsored by the Elks Lodge and Joseph agreed that the Valley Highway should be designated the LeGrand Wallowa Lake Highway. The road has been called the LeGrand Joseph Highway and also the LeGrand Enterprise Highway, and the signs posted by state bear the latter name. This has caused some objection, and the men of the dinner proposed a compromise. 75 years ago, a smoke jumper unit of 11 men is planned at Mimaloose Guard Station during the 1948 fire season. A Forest Service Nordun transport plane will be based at the same place for transporting these men and their equipment. 50 years ago, all residential and business customers of the Imnaha Telephone Exchange area will be getting new telephone numbers on April 15th. 25 years ago, former Wallowa County resident Karen Spears Zacharias, co-author of Bench, the memoirs of Judge Ruth McCombs, which is the memoir of Georgia's first elected woman judge, will be hosted at a reading reception by the Book Loft from 2 to 4 p.m. Sheriff's another plan. Let's see nothing good there. I want some good stuff, you know. I want something tasty. Stengel wins grant to expand marketing. Stengel Bison Ranch. Bison feed and pasture at the Stengel Bison Ranch on Thursday, March 23rd, 2023, just north of Enterprise. The ranch is one of 11 farms of ranches to receive a portion of the $2.1 million in grants from U.S. Department of Agriculture.
Jesus.
Good for them. Wallowa to apply for $50,000 grant. The city of Wallowa will proceed to apply for a $50,000 grant to hire someone to help with the rehabilitation of its downtown. The city council agreed to it's Tuesday, March 21st. I think that's probably for the thing.
Yeah, tornado.
Enterprise Squad blends distance and speed. Outlaws with open season with April 7th meet in Pendleton. Okay.
Oh, nice. Tammy Jones was hired.
Where at?
Okay, Jones hired for another year. She's Wallowa High School, the Wallowa High School superintendent.
Am I looking right at it?
Yeah, right there in the dead center. Jones hired for another year.
Oh, okay. Oh, Athlete of the Week, Amy Myers. Amy Myers has an important impact on both the pitcher's circle and the plate during the Wallowa Valley softball team's doubleheader. Huh. Good one. I think we're almost done, huh? Classifieds, who's hiring? Enterprise School Districts. Foundry workers at Park Sprawn. Fish Trap Fireside planned season finale. Wallowa County Riders to read at April 7th session. Cool.
How did they fund that? How did they get all that money?
They gotta hide their money somehow. Whenever you see them rolling, you remember they gotta hide their money. All those guys have a bunch of money they can't just have sitting in their bank account anymore. Zip, zip. Here comes Fish Trap. All right, we got Now I'm take this serious. Obituaries, no laughing. Kenneth Wayne Huntington died. And I think that's it. Huh. Oh, 1 second, I gotta get the thing. And I got this. All right, $7.77 a pound for premium boneless beef, New York strip, and raw shrimp at Safeway. Boneless beef top sirloin steak. Ooh, $5.29. I'm gonna go there. That sounds nice. You got anything else to say, my brother?
Oh, nah.
No?
I'm good.
All right, guys. That's the show. Local news for new locals. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I got an email around here somewhere. You can see Andrew tonight at open mic. I might be there. Also that 6 o'clock. Let's hit him with a little outro music, sir.
All right, then.
Give him a taste. Give him a taste.